Students of class 5th, welcome all of you in the online classes of SRPS. Today we are going to learn chapter 3 part 2, that is more about Word 2010. In previous video of chapter 3 part 1 we have covered some topics such as page orientation, page size, page margin, header and footer. Now we will in this video we will learn some more useful option of MS Word. Let's start. Paragraph indentation. Now what is paragraph indentation? Paragraph indentation is used to add or remove extra space from the left or right margin of the page. Once again, paragraph indentation is used to add or remove extra space from the left or right margin of the page. We can indent the paragraph from the left side, right side or both the sides of the paragraph. With the help of paragraph indentation, we can move our paragraph from the left side or right side. Fine, we can set margin. Now how we can use paragraph indentation? Look at here. There are 3 steps. First step, select the paragraph to be indented. Second step, click on page layout tab. Step third, under the indent section in the paragraph group, specify the distance in inches by which the paragraph is to be indented from left, right or from both the sides. See, basically 3 steps are there. You need to select this paragraph, then click on page layout tab, and third option you can it is here. You can how many inch you want to shift this paragraph, you need to specify in that particular box. Okay. Page border. Now what is page border? Page border is the boundary around a page in a document. Once again, page border is the boundary around a page in a document. How can we add page border? Let's see. There are 4 steps. First step, click on the page layout tab. Step second, click on page border in the page background group, and the border and shading dialog box opens. Step third, choose the style, color and width for the border. Step 4, click on OK button. Here in picture you can see these 4 steps. First step, click on page layout. Second step, click on page border. Then you will see a box is there in there. Now you need to choose which type of border you need to apply, the design of border, thickness of that border, color of that border you can choose. Then you need to click OK to apply a border on that page. Okay. Column formatting. Now what is column formatting? Have you ever noticed a newspaper? It is printed in multiple columns. Word also has a feature to format our text in column. Let's see. You can see newspaper over here. The news is there in columns. Fine. In the same way, we can also create our document in this column. How we can do it? Let's see. To format the text in columns, what we need to do? We need to follow 4 steps. Step first, select the paragraph to be formatted in column. Step second, click on page layout tab. Step third, click on columns in the page setup group. Step 4, set the number of columns by choosing an option 1, 2, 3, left or right. By default, text is in one column. Smart tip: you can use Control plus Shift plus Enter keys to move the cursor from one column to another. If you want to switch your cursor from one column to another, what you need to press? Control plus Shift plus Enter. Okay. Now here is the example through which you can understand. Basically 4 steps are there. In first step you have to select this paragraph. Fine. In second step you need to click on page layout tab. Fine. You can see over here. In third step you need to select column option. Fine. Now in column option you will see different options are there, 1 2 3 4. So we can choose 2 column or 3 column. As you can see, this 1 column paragraph can be converted in 2 columns or 3 columns. Okay, let's move ahead. Format Painter. Format Painter is the useful formatting feature of Microsoft Word 2010. This helps to copy the format, apply on one part of the document to the other. Now, what is the main function of Format Painter? If you have applied many formatting options in one particular word or one particular paragraph, the same formatting option you can apply to the next paragraph or next word with the help of Format Painter. How? Let's see. To copy the formatting, follow these steps. First step, select the formatted text. You need to select a formatted text. Then step 2, click on Format Painter option in the clipboard group on Home tab. The mouse pointer will turn to a brush shape. Fine. Now step 3. Now select the unformatted text, release the left mouse button, and then unformatted text will appear with the copied format. Now you can see in picture, first thing you need to select this text, second go into the paint format option, and third apply this formatting option to that particular word. There are some tips you need to follow. If we want to use the same format at different location, we should double click on Format Painter option and keep on selecting the unformatted text to be formatted. To deselect the Format Painter, click on the option once again or press Escape key on the keyboard. Basically, if you want to deselect this Format Painter option, you need to press Escape key. Okay. Typing superscript and subscript. The text that appears above the normal text level is called superscript. Once again, the text that appears above the normal text level is called the superscript. Examples are first, second, third, x square, y cube. Okay. Now subscript. The text that appears below the normal text level is called subscript text. Once again, the text that appears below the normal text level is called subscript text. Examples are H2O, O2. Fine. These are the steps to change text into superscript or subscript. So for that, what you need to do? You need to select the text to change it to superscript or subscript. Then step 2, from the Home tab, click on subscript x2 or superscript x square option in the font group. See, you can do practical by following these steps. Fine. So if text is appearing below the label, that is subscript. If text is appearing above the label, that is superscript. Okay, you can use control shift and equal to for superscript, and control and equal to for subscript. These are the shortcut keys for changing subscript or superscript. Finding and replacing text is a very good feature of MS Word. If you have file with 100 or 500 pages, if you want to find a particular word, it is very difficult to read all these pages and find particular word. But MS Word give us feature we can find a particular word with find option. How? Let's see. We can find some text in a lengthy document at different places. We can use Ctrl plus F to open find navigation pane. Fine. Not only we can find text, but can also replace it with some other text quickly. Use Ctrl plus H to open find and replace dialog box. With the help of find and replace dialog box, we can find a particular word and change that particular word into another one. Fine. This is the very good feature of MS Word 2010. So students, we have covered all the topics of this chapter. I hope you all have understood these topics, and if you have computer at your home, you can do practical on your own. See this video again and again to understand this topic and do practice. All the best. Thank you very much.